Welcome to Module 1, Collaborating at the Person, Place and System level. This module goes through why the by-name list was created and the types of collaboration it supports. It should take you around 10 to 15 minutes to go through this module. So what is the by-name list? The by-name list is a shared platform to support collaboration, but it is just a platform, and the power of the platform comes from how people use it to work together to make a difference. It was designed by the sector, for the sector, and for simple, easy case coordination. The by-name list works on 3 levels. At the person level, so putting the person at the centre and enabling people and teams to coordinate around the needs of a person. At the place, it allows communities to better understand homelessness in their local area and provide key insights to support place-based responses. And at the systems level, it helps to build an understanding of how people navigate the homelessness system. They identify common barriers and builds an evidence base for change. Think of it as lived experience at scale and using the data to highlight the collective experiences and outcomes. The current system is typically based around what services are available to a person. This places the responsibility on the person receiving care to navigate the system themselves. We know that the system is complex and can be overwhelming, which can lead to people engaging with multiple services, often at the same time, and a breakdown in the continuity of care. Person-centered care is where the system is trying to get to. This approach places the responsibility on the system to meet the person where they are at. The by-name list was created by the sector to support the development of person-centered care. No other system in New South Wales allows homelessness, housing and health services to coordinate their activities over time and place on a common platform. So the system is complicated and takes time to change. The by-name list is part of this change and working out how to do this. A good example of this change was the creation of Services New South Wales. Their goal was to put people at the centre of transactions with government, and it took a decade to get right, but I don't think any of us would want to go back to the good old RTA days. Place-based approaches are community-driven and can be large and small. The by-name list is an enabler of place-based responses by providing communities with decision-making insights that help communities to better understand what homelessness looks like in their area and how they can improve the efficiency and effectiveness of their service network. We can use the by-name list data to understand how people are flowing through and interacting with the system over the time. This can help us identify system barriers, areas of high impact and other patterns that can inform policy, practice and resource decisions. Think of it as using lived experience at scale to learn from each story and to try to change the system and improve outcomes for people that are experiencing homelessness. The End Street Sleeping Collaboration has been a hard organisation to categorise for many years and is often referred to as a peak, which it isn't. The role of ESSC has changed since launch, but should now be thought of as a systems catalyst. And that means that we are a small team working behind the scenes and we'll make sure the by-name list is secure and reliable for communities to use. We will help establish new communities and ensure all communities have the key decision-making insights from the by-name list. Our job is to support the system by building capabilities that don't currently exist. Our job isn't to enforce the use of the by-name list. The by-name list is really valuable when everyone in a community is using it and the information is reliable and up to date. The key responsibility for using the by-name list is to your fellow collaborators. It's a social contract between yourselves and it only works when everyone is using it. That's the end of Module 1. The key things to take away from this module are: firstly, the by-name list was designed by the sector to empower collaboration at the person, place and systems level. When used, it facilitates person-centered care, place-based responses and systems level change. Secondly, it's a case coordination platform, not a case management tool, and it's designed to improve continuity of care for people and slowly replace the time-intensive processes currently in place, so the phone calls, the emails, the spreadsheets, to minimise those because that information is there available in real time or close to real time. And then finally, the by-name list is only a platform, and the ability to support better outcomes is only possible when the information in the by-name list is accurate and up to date. And this requires mutual effort by all users. Think of it as a social contract between people working in the homelessness system. The The goal of this exercise is to reflect on how you currently collaborate and begin thinking about how you could use the by name list to make your work easier and more impactful. So this exercise, if you can just spend a few minutes thinking about how you currently collaborate in the homelessness sector, what's working well, what you'd like to do differently. Some questions to guide that are: how could you use the by name list to help you collaborate? How do you think your work can help inform collaboration at a systems level? And discuss with your colleagues, drop down some notes, have a chat with some colleagues, and use this later when you start to think about how can I get some value from the by name list for my work and my team's work. Thank you.